We are approaching the days of the dead. November the 1st, All Saints' Day, when we remember the blessed dead, and November the 2nd, All Souls' Day, when we remember everyone who we want to remember, who we've known and lost, who's passed over to the other side. Of course, November the 2nd is very well known through the media as the Day of the Dead in Mexico. It's the subject of a film called Coco, which I think is a really interesting film about it. But it's also the Day of the Dead all over Europe and the Western Christian world. And in Britain, there will be services, requiems for the departed, or services of commemoration in many parish churches. November the 1st is All Saints' Day, when we remember the saints, who are, of course, dead people, but dead people who can serve as conduits to the divine, and through whom we can be helped. And the festival is preceded by the eve of the Festival of All Saints, or All Hallows, which is, of course, Halloween. Everyone knows about Halloween, but the festival itself of the dead has been hollowed out for most people. But I think it's worth remembering it, keeping it in mind. This year, 2025, All Saints' Day is actually on the Saturday, and there'll be special services in cathedrals all over the country. You can look them up on the website choralevensong.org, CHORALEVENSONG, choralevensong.org. And on Sunday is All Souls' Day. Many churches will actually celebrate All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day on Sunday, probably in many cases, like in our own parish church here in Hampstead, with All Saints in the morning and All Souls in the evening. Anyway, even if you don't go to a service, or even if you don't look at a streaming service, which you can also link up to through choralevensong.org, it's a good practice to remember on All Saints' Day not just official saints, but all the people who've helped you in your life, who've guided you, who've supported you, who've helped you when you were sick, who've advised you, all the people who've helped you, who've been the kind of saints in your life. And it's really good to bring them to mind and to think about them. And then for All Souls' Day, to remember those you know who've recently passed over, or your ancestors, or those who've gone before. This reconnects us with the dead, and the dead and the living are linked together. And in many traditions, especially in Africa and China and Japan, it's just taken for granted that we need to acknowledge those who've gone before and that we're linked to them. And I think our lives will be healthier and happier if we do that, if we acknowledge that. And the opportunity for doing so is coming up very soon.